Alright guys, so hey there. I haven't uploaded in a long time, which was probably about 1 week ago, so not a long time. But I had this video planned for a while, so I figured I might as well show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys, since quarantine came along, I am now taking a break from Boy Scouts. So I'm gonna take this video time to show you all the pocket knives and knives that I got while I was in Boy Scouts, and one of them is a fixed blade knife. Um, which I got for working in my backyard because we had a whole bunch of dead trees we had to take out. So anyway, I'm going to show you the first knife I ever got. This is a Boy Scout pocket knife. I have it. It's insanely tiny. I highly doubt it's worth a lot. But yeah, look how tiny that is. Let me compare it to my finger. That's how tiny it is compared to my finger. That's one huge issue with this pocket knife that I have, and that's why I don't like it, is because of the fact that it's so small. It's not going to do crap on anything, but one thing I like about it is its safety, because you see this metal thing right here? It locks it in place, so what you have to do is you have to use your thumb on your other finger, push it down, get the knife in a spot where it's not going to be locked in, and then boom, it's closed. That's one good thing about it. Okay, so the next pocket knife that I got was from a time when I went to Home Depot with Dad and his friend, and I'll actually. This one is substantially bigger to the Boy Scout pocket knife because if you compare the two in width and length, you can see a huge difference between the two, and the fact that this one is much smaller makes it unreliable, which is why I don't use it very much. But this one is one of my favorites because you see this right here, this little black thing right here. This goes on your pocket. Oh my gosh, my phone fell. So anyway, this goes on your pocket, and it's so tight, it like kind of sticks to your pocket. And so, and so when you have it in your pocket, it's actually really cool. And it has the same safety mechanism as my Boy Scout pocket knife, which is why I much prefer this one over the other one. And this one has a much more smoother handle. So when you put your finger right here to put force on your thumb, it's not going to hurt your finger like the Boy Scout pocket knife does. That's why I love this knife. The blade is a bit dull, so I'll work on sharpening it. And here's my old timer knife. One thing I like about this is the fact that it has this thumb thing right here. So you can stick your thumb through it, bam, open it. But I'm going to open it by hand. As you can see, the blade is about the same size as the last one. Let me pull it out real quickly. Size comparison. Yeah, they're roughly around the same size. The old timer might be a little bit smaller, but around the same size, at least. But yeah, this one's my favorite out of all of them because of the thumb thing right here. It's really cool. I like it. But one of the bad things is you see this line right here. You have to like push it a certain way in order for you to unlock the safety or the lock on it, which can be dangerous. And when you lock it, this thing doesn't have a safety on it. There's no magnet or anything on it, which is really dangerous because if you like fall down on a hill, this thing can easily open and well stab you in the leg. Which is why I don't like to bring it on like hiking distances or when there's like a camp out that involves walking a whole lot. I won't bring it because of the risk of it opening in my pocket. This one I got, and this one is really cool. As you can see, its handle is insanely smooth and really good. Of course, comparing it to my bigger one, this one has to be the most medium of them all. If you want a median in size, this knife is your best bet. Because out of all of them, it's bigger than my old timer knife, but it's not big enough to top the orange one. So if you want a reliable, really good pocket knife, I recommend this one. And the manufacturer of this one is Huh. Randall's Training. So you can get this pocket knife from Randolph's Training. I highly recommend it. It's insanely good and it's insanely sharp, so you're going to be able to whittle sticks very well. One thing that's bad about it is it uses the same lock mechanism as the old timer knife, so it has a risk of opening up in your pocket. But what I believe is that it has like a magnet system, so it's yeah, yeah. This one has magnets in it, so whenever you close the pocket knife's going to attract to the magnets, so it's going to be harder for it to open on its own, and you have to use force to open it. And I forgot to say the manufacturers of each knife. This manufacturer, I think, is no. I think you can actually get this at Home Depot. No, wait, not Home Depot. I forgot the name of it, but its logo has like a fish on it, and it starts with brass. I know that much for sure. It's not brass knuckles or anything. I think it's fish bass, somewhere along the lines of that. But anyway, it's a store where you can go buy some hunting gear and stuff. But yeah, these two knives, you can. This knife I got off of Amazon. So you can get these pocket knives either off of Amazon or you can go to the place that I just mentioned to get them. This one actually has a logo on it. This one is made by Buck. So you can get this knife from Buck. Alright, moving on. This small pocket knife, like I said, you can get this by joining a Boy Scout troop. The oldest age that you can enlist in is 18. So if you're a teenager or, maybe you're a younger kid watching this, go ahead and join Boy Scouts, man. I mean, they're really good. Just wait until quarantine is over. That's all I ask of you. Anyway, here's this pocket knife. This was a gift from my dad. He used to own this. And I think he told me a story of one of his coworkers when he used to work at a factory, used to sharpen this knife with like factory machines, and don't do it, it's bad. Checking the time here. Alright, so this knife, I think it's really dull. I'm checking it. Oh no, it's actually insanely sharp. This knife is really good. It's made in China, of course, because everything's made in China. It's stainless steel. It's made out of stainless steel, so it's less likely to rust than most pocket knives. And its handle, although being a little bit hard, is really sturdy, and I recommend using this for whittling because since its handle is so sturdy, you're less likely to slip with this thing than you are with pocket knives with shorter handles. I mean, smoother handles. I recommend smoother handle pocket knives for like cutting rope and stuff, or just any pocket knife in general. I think this knife, one thing I don't like about it, or it could just be me, is that it's hard to close because its locking mechanism is so tight. So that's one bad thing about it. Okay, so here's one I got. So I got this knife recently out of the others. This is my fixed blade. As you can see right here, I'm actually going to show you guys it. Hang on. As you guys can see, it's a bit sharp. Yeah, it's a bit sharp. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around so I can show you guys better. But yeah, guys, as you can see here, the knife is sharp. It's one of my favorites. I like it. It's really cool. I mean, you might have to sharpen it every once in a while. I find it really good for like whittling. Since it's not a pocket knife, it doesn't have a locking mechanism on it. It's just straight. So it's easier for you to whittle with a fixed knife than it is with a pocket knife. But like pocket knife standards, I recommend the knife that I said earlier that I'd recommend for whittling. But yeah, if you want to whittle really good structures, I recommend a fixed knife like this. This is the casing it came in. One cool thing I like about it is the fact that you see this right here. Let me get the handle thing open. You see this little flap right here? You can stick your belt through there and then close it. Bam, you got a fixed blade on you. I don't recommend bringing this to any public areas, of course. But after quarantine, if you do join Scouts, I recommend getting a fixed blade because trust me, this thing will be really helpful in the future. I've never used it in Scouts before. I've mainly used it for yard work, but Still insanely useful. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. This was the showcase of the pocket knives and the knives that I do currently have. This video was mainly to improvise all the videos that I have not been uploading because school started. It's severely affecting my upload schedule, so I'm trying to find ideas for videos. Really hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments what was your favorite knife out of the bunch. Either it be a pocket knife or the fixed blade I showed you. Tell me in the comments. I'll see you guys next time. This is Mikey from Gamble YT saying goodbye.